Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of my Dark Avenger weekly comic book review. These are comic books that came out this week, Wednesday the 18th. And this time we have a special treat. We have special guests. You guys know my director already, Mike, Duderock 18. Also I have Joey, who is actually a comic book fan. He likes Spider-Man though only.
Spider-Man and New Avengers.
New Avengers. We have Kevin, Shadowwolf 000, Joey's Gallon 47, and we have Joe Cap Joe 123. So they'll be here.
I'm gonna be here for a little while.
Joey will be here for a little while, and then we're gonna see how this comic book review goes. We have a few comic books this week, few hits, few hit misses, and boy, a lot of misses. All right, let's start off with. We're gonna start from the least favorite comic books of each company and move up to the best. We're starting with DC today. We're going with Supergirl number 47. Well, it's the final fate of Reaction, or they quoted it as the final fate of Reaction. It's basically, they basically show scenes with Allura and Zor-El, and I don't know, it was boring. It really was. It's the same thing that when the comic started off, when New Krypton started off, where
in other words,
Zora was doing. It sucked. Yeah, it's basically going back to This is not really connected to Superman this time. Honestly, it's basically a Supergirl storyline based on her mother. They think that Reaction's dead. He's not, and that's it. So it's all right. It's a hit or miss. It's a miss. A disappointment. Superman Batman number 66. Jumping into the continuity. There's no Superman. There's no Batman. Instead, we have Bizarro
and Man-Bat.
Terrible. Terrible comic. The Solomon Grande basically becomes a Black Lantern. Terrible.
Solomon Grundy?
Solomon Grande is
Oh,
the
that's
Black Lantern.
Solomon Grundy.
It was terrible.
But I like Bizarro.
Awful.
Does he even have the mental capacity to be a lantern?
In the last, I'm gonna give you a spoiler.
Who,
In the
Solomon
last
Grundy?
page, Solomon Grande sticks his fist into Bizarro's chest, insinuating for the next comic that he's gonna rip out Bizarro's heart. He's gonna be the next Black Lantern. Big spoiler.
Ooh.
I'll put it somewhere. Anyway, it's in.
Solomon Grundy.
It's not as good as the other Superman Batman. Now for a good one. Adventure Comics number 4, putting Superboy Prime in the driver's seat. This story has no Superboy from our universe. It's all about Superboy Prime.
What's the difference?
The Superboy Prime is him. Superboy in our universe is the clone. Remember? Remember the Infinite Crisis?
Oh yeah.
Superboy died, remember? Did he?
No, he died and came back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know that much.
Anyway, basically, Black Lantern Alexander Luthor from the Infinite Crisis gets a Black Lantern ring. He goes and jumps into Superboy Prime's universe, and now he wants to kill Superboy Prime. It's a pretty good comic. I'd pick this one up. This one I would definitely pick up. It was a good comic. Comes with a Blue Lantern ring. This one has a ring attached to it, and as you can see, if you can zoom in right here, I can't pronounce it right. I'm sorry. Geoff Johns was given an award from Spike TV, the Scream Award for Best Comic Book Writer, and I agree 1,000%. The Blackest Night storyline is amazing, and so is Green Lantern. Speaking of Blackest Night and Green Lantern, for those of you who would like to catch up to prequels to The Blackest Night, I showed you guys Volume 2 of the Sinestro Wars. Here's Volume 1. These two are great. Also, we have The Secret Origins. It's a prequel to the Red Lanterns. Really good book. It shows the beginning of Hal Jordan being Green Lantern. You got The Rage of the Red Lanterns, another good book. And then finally, the last lead up to Blackest Night, Agent Orange. Pete's Basement. Pete said, and anybody who didn't get the comics to pick these books up, Pete, I 1,000% agree with you. Thanks for the advice. I picked these books up because of what you said, and I do not regret a second of it. I love
Good
these
call,
books.
Pete.
These books were great.
Hey, Pete.
Great prequels. Great story. Green Lantern's really becoming like the flag child for DC.
I was just gonna say that the Green Lantern series seems to be very. None of these are
growing.
It's overshadowing Superman, my favorite character. That's how good it is.
Question, Chris.
That
That
Green
Green
Lantern's
side
getting-
stories, or
This is a side story, and this is a side story to Blackest
You
Night.
know, those I know.
Both
I'm
of them
talking about
are
the Green
side
Lantern.
No, these are actual Green Lantern. These
so
are
they're lead-ups.
focused on Green Lantern. Yeah, it's
Okay,
leads
okay,
up.
but next comic.
So pick these up. Okay, now what the Star Sapphire ring came with. Number 24, Outsiders. I think you guys should pick this up, and there's a very interesting reason to it. The person on the cover, Tara, from the Teen Titans. You remember Tara.
Yeah,
Tara?
Tara.
She is the first Black
Pronounced
Lantern,
Tara.
at least it seems, in this comic, she does not want to be a Black Lantern. She just wants to be dead. Awesome comic.
That's Tara right there?
But I think I know. For those of you who know, you know Tara.
Yeah,
For
she
those of you
Tara.
who
She
know the
controls
Teen
Earth.
Titans. No, I mean her personality.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
She's
personality.
a traitor. And in the very beginning of this comic book, she said, "I will have my brother's heart." I'm thinking she's pretending not to be a Black Lantern to gain her brother's trust. And this is a possible spoiler. It depends if it happens in number 25. I'm getting number 25 to see. That's how good this is.
It's like a prediction.
I think that she's going to try to gain his trust in order to get him to trust her enough so that she's able to steal his heart. I don't know, but if it's true, if she's not being the way she normally is, the way she was in life, then this is the first Black Lantern I've seen that actually does not want to be a Black Lantern. Also, Manhunter's husband and children come back at the end of this comic. You know Manhunter, the Chinese woman with the swords?
I think so.
Kind of looks like Spider-Woman, only in DC Comics.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, there you go. It's good. I'd pick it up not only for the ring, especially you girls out there, because this is the Star Sapphire ring. I know a lot of dudes are going to be like, I don't want the Star Sapphire ring. It's pink.
It's clearly.
Stop being a baby.
It's a
Get the comic. It's a good comic. It's a promo item, and it's good.
And if anything,
this comic is good.
you can give the ring to your girlfriend if she's
There you
in the
go.
comic books.
There you go.
That's right.
It
Racist.
was a good comic, though. The storyline makes me... This is another one that makes me want to see what part 2 is going to be like. The only one that failed was Doom Patrol. This actually held me. I'm sorry. And that's it for DC. Get those comic books. Just don't get Superman, Batman, and if you're not into Supergirl, don't get Supergirl either. Okay, now into DC.
Ah, yes, the good comics.
Now it's Marvel.
Dark Avengers number 11. Wow. Holy shit. The
Oh
cover
my God,
says it
Norman
all.
Osborn.
Norman Osborn.
Wearing Spider-Man.
We find
Oh,
out.
wow. That's
We find out the reason why. Oh, sorry, Mike. We find out the reason why. First of all those people that went into oh god, what was the place called? Dinosaur.
Savage.
No,
Savage
not the
Land?
Savage Land. No, this is Dinosaur, Illinois, or whatever the state is. We find out why everyone's disappearing. We find out the source of it and and who took the Dark Avengers. Basically, it's this villain with this. Not villain, I wouldn't even call him a villain. It's just a superhuman who has the ability to take people out and alter reality. And basically, he takes all the Dark Avengers and hits them with nightmares and stuff. I don't know the person's name. I'm sorry, like I said, I'm just getting into all these new titles and stuff. But pick it up. They say the next issue is the end. I don't know if this is a 12-part story arc only. For those of you who know that, please let me know. I just started collecting this number 10. I got number 10 and now number 11. I don't know if it's 12 parts. Issue 10 was good. Issue 11 is good. I would pick this up. It's awesome how, like, first of all, Norman Osborn's nightmare was amazing. Basically his nightmare, spoiler, he dreams that his nightmare is he's Spider-Man, and this guy is trying to make him go crazy again. He said, his words were, everybody predicts that Norman Osborn's going to go crazy, they just don't know when. If I can help push that when to sooner, awesome. That's exactly his words. And so Norman Osborn's in the Spider-Man suit, and Gwen Stacy's on the bridge again, and she's pregnant. And basically, instead of him pushing her off, she pushes him off, or he jumps off. Wow. Good comic. Good comic. I like the way if this is the last story for Dark Avengers.
I can tell by
like
the
how it's
cover
going.
that it's a really good book.
It's for the cover alone. It's a good book. I'm sorry. I liked it. I thought it was good.
Norman Osborn.
Yeah, but
in the
wait until
Spider-Man
Siege
costume.
comes out.
That's
Then
just-
the Dark Avengers are in
Oh,
trouble.
Siege! I'm looking forward to it. There's a series coming out called Siege. That's where the Dark Avengers are gonna fall. I believe.
Yeah, because I mean, you got Thor, Iron Man, and Captain America.
the
teaming up.
original.
The original
Captain America.
Avengers. The
are
original
gonna be teaming up.
founding members of the Avengers joining up.
Exactly. Now I'm getting the finger, so that means we're going into part 2 of this week's comic review. I will catch you guys back here in a second for part 2.